Okay, welcome. So we are just coming out of this very powerful eclipse a few days ago. We're still feeling the energy of that. We'll continue to feel the energy of that for, I'd say, at least a month, if not longer. Um, uh, what I wanted to highlight today is the two most important times of our day that pretty much every lineage recognizes and can really have the most impact. I'm always interested in what's going to have the most impact on our lives. And first thing in the morning when you wake up and right before you go to sleep, that transitional period between sleep and awake is one of the most important times of our day. It sets up the rest of our day and it sets us up for sleep. So what we do at that time has a great impact. And when I'm going to start pushing again, I usually push it a lot, and then I'm like, oh, I haven't been pushing this a lot in when I teach, is establishing a regular practice. And establishing a regular practice could be just when you wake up in the morning, first thing when you wake up, you orient your mind in a certain direction. It could be towards gratitude of, oh, wow, I'm so grateful I woke up. I have a body. Yeah, I woke up. That could be the simplest practice that you start. Or it could be, you wake up and you wake up before the crack of dawn and you do 2.5 hours of yoga and meditation. Now, don't start with that. That's not a good place to start. Like people do that and then they feel really good, but it's really hard to maintain that. So it's better to start with something small, with just waking up and practicing gratitude, because gratitude is a practice. Or practicing a mantra, something that will help to orient your mind to the bigger picture. Because when we start our morning with, my body hurts, or, oh, what do I have to do again today? I have to do this, I have to do this, I got to do this, or, oh man, what was that dream I had? Oh, that dream was awful, or that nightmare was awful last night. That really sets the tone for our day. And we get really trapped in Maya, right? These transitional points between sleep and awake, we kind of have an opportunity to go, we're changing, our brains are changing chemistry, we're changing consciousness. And we have an opportunity to go, oh yeah, I'm alive, I'm awake, but this is all Maya. Like this is all made up. This is all the play of the universe that I'm experiencing. So today I'm going to remember, okay, yeah, there's something bigger than all of this, than my problems, than whatever I have to do today, than whatever nightmare I had. We bring ourselves bigger than, we remember that we're bigger than the issues in our life. And then when we go throughout our day, there's a little bit more ease, there's a little bit more ability to meet the challenges, because the challenge is much smaller than you, as they are. They're no matter, and that's what we need in our world today. I mean, we absolutely need to realize that the challenges that we have, no matter that they're huge, because we have very large global issues that we have to deal with. We have to make ourselves bigger than our issues, right? We have to recognize that not just you, right? You're not bigger than all of the issues, but collectively, when we step out of the Maya, when we step out of our own sensory system, we are collectively larger than all of these issues, and we can solve them. But if we don't believe that we're larger than them, if we don't believe that we have the ability to solve them, then they'll go unsolved for sure. So today we're going to work with building the positive mind. We have three minds in this lineage. We recognize three minds. The first mind is the negative mind. The negative mind is like a filter for all the thoughts that we have. We have 1,000 thoughts per second. This the top chakra, the 10th gate, the 7th chakra, is represented by 1,000 petal lotus, because we're always having all of these thoughts. And the negative mind is the first thing that filters those thoughts. So you're not thinking 1,000 thoughts. It goes, oh, that's a dumb thought. We don't need that thought. We don't need that thought. Okay, that's unproductive. So that's the first mind. The second mind is the positive mind. It takes whatever gets through the negative mind. It goes, yeah, do it. Oh, I know why that works, because of this, and this. And it figures out reasons why that, whatever that thought that came through is true, or why you would act upon it. So we're going to work with the positive mind to help build our ability to feel like we can make change in our world, that we can create change. And then I wanted to do a meditation. I really love this meditation. It's the Jupiter finger chakra meditation. And it helps to relieve trauma, especially trauma that was developed in childhood. So this is a good one if you have to be with your family, and maybe, you know, everybody has different feelings with their family. Hey, Maria. This looks gorgeous. Everyone has different feelings with their families, and sometimes, you know, if we have unresolved trauma, it's harder to be with our family. So we'll do just a 11-minute meditation. I'm not going to promise, you know, too much from 11-minute meditation, but maybe you decided to take on this meditation, and this will help set you up. It could be a practice that you do while you're with family, to help ease that connection, and so you're not bringing all your trauma into Thanksgiving. That's never fun. Okay, let's do this. Find a comfortable seat. Close the eyes, relax the shoulder blades down the back. Just start to connect with your breath. We'll bring the palms together in front of the heart, elbows out to the side, sit up nice and tall. Just connecting with the sensations in your body in this moment. See if you can start to open yourself up to gratitude for having a body, for having this practice, for showing up for yourself, or taking the time to log on and do this work. You brought yourself here. Your soul brought you here. We'll tune in with the Adi mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo, 3 times, followed by the Mangala Charan mantra, Adguru Namah, Jugadguru Namah, Satguru Namah, Siddhi Gurudev Namah. Take a deep breath in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adguru Namah, Jugadguru Namah, Satguru Namah, Siddhi Gurudev Namah. Adguru Namah, Jugadguru Namah, Satguru Namah, Siddhi Gurudev Namah. Adguru Namah, Jugadguru Namah, Satguru Namah, Siddhi Gurudev Namah. Take a nice, deep, full, complete breath into your lungs. Feel the shoulder blades relax as you hold the breath in. Gently press the palms together. Lift the pelvic floor a little bit, squeezing Mula Bandha at the base of the spine, activating the space between the sex organs and the anus, and lifting up and looking up at the third eye. Keep the form. Exhale, release the locks. Let the breath come out through the nose. We'll do that again. Take a deep breath in. And seal in that intention to go beyond the Maya, to go beyond all that we see, and know that there is something beyond that. Beyond all this form, we exist. Where we came from, where we're going, and where we can have access to in this life. Through the nose, exhale. Inhale again. Now just make a commitment that throughout this practice, you're going to do the best you can. And the best you can is staying with yourself, staying with your sensations, staying with your experience, not worrying about anything else but this moment. Through the nose, exhale and relax the hands down. Let's start to move into our practice right away. So sitting straight on the floor. So if you have a cushion or something, go ahead and get rid of that. Your hands are going to come onto your knees and we're going to start to do Sufi grind. So start to round yourself around in one direction, bringing yourself forward, kind of rolling onto one sits bone, going back, going over to the other sits bone. Nice big circles, starting in one direction, really feeling like you're churning your torso, you're churning your belly. Kind of rolling onto one sits bone, going. All right, nice big circles. Now let's start to put a little bit more intention, a little bit more connection with this. So every time you come forward is your inhale, every time you lean back is your exhale. Every time you come forward, hear the sound current Sat. Every time you exhale, hear the sound current Nam. Sat, truth, Nam, name or identity. So we're not identifying with the Maya. We're not identifying with the struggle in our life, the challenges in our life. Not even identifying with the happiness. We're identifying with something beyond all duality. All right, next time you come forward, start circling the other way. Circling, nice big circles. Nice big breath. Throughout the practice, you'll keep the eyes closed and focus up at the third eye center, helping to focus the mind, holding that gaze to help focus the mind. Come to center and take a nice deep spine, grow nice and tall after circling it around. Feel your sits bones relaxed on the ground. Sit up tall, lift the chest, relax the shoulders, hold the breath in. Through the nose, exhale, let the breath come back to normal for a few breaths. All right, let's go ahead and extend the legs straight out in front of you. You can bounce the knees a little bit. If you want to sit up on your cushion now, you could sit up on your cushion to help support you, especially if you feel like you're rounding back. You can use the cushion so you can sit up nice and tall. We're gonna bring the arms right up over the head, palms are facing towards each other. This is our inhale position. We're gonna inhale here. We're gonna exhale and come over the legs into the biggest stretch that you can. So you're gonna exhale over the legs, inhale, come back up. Try to keep the arms by the ears the whole time. So the arms stay in the same position with your head and your shoulders. You're inhaling up, exhaling into that stretch coming forward. Don't really touch your toes, just kind of go beyond the toes if you can. The sides of the toes or in front of the toes, or no need to touch them. Just inhale up, exhale, come forward for you. And again, trying to keep the hands, you want to keep the hands like this. So it's not about reaching down and rounding down. It's about keeping the spine nice and straight and moving back and forth. Really nice. Remember your mantra, remember your drishti, your eye gaze focusing up at the third eye, your mantra inhaling sat and exhaling nam. Keep going, really big breaths bring you up, really squeezing the belly in as you come down. You've got this, feel that stretch. Really good, everybody. And let's inhale up one more time. Inhale up, get nice and tall, reach those arms up into the air, feel the fingers reach up into the air. And as you exhale, let the hands come down and you can bring your legs into a cross-legged position, coming into easy pose. Legs crossed, hands come onto the knees. Hands on the knees, start to bring one shoulder forward, rounding it forward as you round the other one back. So we're gonna do opposite movements here with the shoulders. One shoulder rolls forward, one shoulder rolls back. Ooh, this feel good. Hard to be positive when you got tight shoulders, right? Let's open them up. And now switch it. Start to switch to the other shoulder, starts to come forward. The one that was going back starts to come forward. The one that was coming forward and back. Do your best with it. Try to keep the chin in the same place. The head's not really moving around, just the shoulders are rolling around. And inhale, I want you to lift both shoulders up toward your ears. Squeeze the shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze a little bit higher. So a little bit more breath in. Exhale, drop the shoulders down and just relax here in easy pose for a few breaths. Watching your natural breath come in and out and having awareness of the sensation in the body. Part of how we separate ourselves from Maya is this awareness of the sensations of the senses. We have awareness, this still awareness of our sensations, of our experience. We realize that we're actually not them because we can have an awareness separate from them. It's a little bit of space, so we don't over-identify with the emotions, the feelings. We recognize them, that we don't get trapped in them. All right, we're gonna work with the legs and stretch the legs a little bit more. So I want you to extend your left leg out straight. Bring the bottom of the right foot to the inner thigh of the left foot, okay? So like that. Have the toes of the left foot pointing in towards your face. With the left hand, extend your index finger and your middle finger. Take your index finger and middle finger, and I want you to wrap it around your big toe. And then you're gonna take the thumb and press it into the top of the big toe, okay? If that means you have to bend your knee a little bit, I want you to bend the knee a little bit so you can make that contact. Try to keep your spine nice and straight, okay? So spine is straight. You're grabbing on with the index finger, middle finger on the big toe and pressing into the top of the big toe with your thumb, okay? You're gonna take your right hand and wrap it around the pinky side of your left foot, okay? So you're holding onto the foot with both hands. If you need to bend the knee, you just bend the knee a little bit so you can reach that far, and then close your eyes, sit up nice and tall, feel the spine grow tall, and start a breath of fire. Start to pump the belly, start to pump the solar plexus, start to move the breath in and out. Feel nice big stretch on that left leg. Really use that thumb to press into the top of the big toe for the pituitary gland. Keep the eyes open and look at the big toe. Inhale, get a little bit deeper into this stretch. And exhale, let go. Go ahead and switch sides. And you know, whenever you're going to give up, that's exactly the time. Like 2 seconds later, that I'm right leg is extending now. Bottom of the left foot is pressing against the thigh. Index finger and middle finger on the right foot, wrap around the big toe. Pressing the top of the big toe. Wrap the left hand facing the other way over to the outside of the foot. Start that breath of fire. Spine needs to stay tall, otherwise it's really hard to do breath of fire. That means you can bend your right knee a little bit more, so you get that spine a little bit taller. Bend that right knee. Really good. Hold this stretch 10 more seconds. Inhale. Deepen the stretch. Exhale. Release the stretch. Extend both legs out in front of you. And shake the legs out a little bit. I'm standing up next. I'm gonna stand up and we're gonna eventually squat down into a crow squat. When we drop into a crow squat, I want the bottom of your foot, your heel, to still be on the ground. The tendency when we squat down is to drop, is to have the heel stand up. So, start by just spreading your feet a little bit wider than hips distance. I'm gonna stand on the edge of this blanket, so you can roll up your yoga mat, you can put a cushion underneath your heels, but you want something, typically, unless you have really open hips, something that'll help hold your heels up, so when you come down, your heels are flat on the ground, okay? So we're gonna start up here, interlacing the fingers behind the back and extending the arms away from the body. So this is our inhale position. Inhaling like this. Exhale, squat yourself down. Inhale, come standing up. Exhale, squat yourself down. Inhale, straighten out the legs. Exhale, squat yourself down. Try to keep your spine up nice and tall. So we're trying to sit back, the hips further back. Nice. If there's any knee pain, that's the point where you don't go any lower. You don't want to go to where there's knee pain. So only go so low as your knees feel good. Start to warm up those legs. Keep the chest nice and open by lifting those arms up behind you as you move. Exhaling down, inhaling up, keep it going. Really nice. Keep getting those hips lower and lower. Do one more. And then come standing up. Relax your arms by your side. Release the grip. And do whatever you need to before you come down into easy pose again, coming into a cross-legged position. All right, an easy pose. We're going to start working with these shoulders again. Now we're going to roll the shoulders together. So you can start rolling the shoulders together, back. Nice, big, full circles with the shoulders. Try to keep the head again in the same place. So what helps with that is bringing the chin in a little bit. If you're trying to make double chins, it'll help hold the spine tall as you move the shoulders. Drop back as we roll our shoulders. Nice, big, full circles with the shoulders. Nice, deep breaths. Now start to roll the other way. So if you're going backwards, start to roll forward. Both shoulders move together, chin stays in into Lunderbund. And inhale, squeeze both those shoulders up. Lift both shoulders up to your ears again. Even higher than you did last time. Squeeze them up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Relax the shoulders. Relax your breath. All right, we're coming on to our backs next. Coming down, laying on your back. You have the arms right by your side, palms facing down. Just straighten out the arms and press your palms down. Straighten your legs out and bring them right next to each other. Really extend through your heels and feel your legs lift up together to 90 degrees if you can, getting them up straight towards the sky. We're gonna hold them up there and we're gonna start a breath of fire. So start to pump your solar plexus in and out, holding the legs up straight into the air. Arms are by the side. If you need to bring the hands underneath the lower back, you can bring the hands underneath the lower back. Help support you keeping those legs straight up. Otherwise, just have the hands by the side and really press into the hands. Help support your legs. 90 degrees, really feeling the heels lifting up towards the sky. Steady breath of fire. Really good, 15 more seconds. And inhale with the legs straight up. Exhale, slowly return the legs back down, return the heels back down to the ground. Make our way back up into easy pose. So bringing the knees in, rocking up and down the spine, and then coming up into a cross-legged position. All right, sitting up nice and tall in your easy pose. The arms are gonna come straight out in front of you. Palms are gonna face towards each other. We're gonna bring them down to a 60-degree angle and then up to a 60-degree angle. So this would be 0 degrees, this would be 30 degrees. We're trying to find 60 degrees and 60 degrees down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Nice. Just move with that, get the arms as straight as you possibly can. Bring all the fingers together, have the palms facing right next to each other, pointing towards each other, palms facing each other. Keep moving those arms up and down. Find those particular angles, 60 degrees up, 60 degrees down. There's a rhythm to Kundalini Yoga. There are angles to Kundalini, there's a geometry to Kundalini Yoga. There's specific ways we work with the body. Different angles activate different organs, different energy lines in the body. Do your best to perfect these lines. Arms nice and straight. 20 more seconds of this. Inhale up. Exhale, relax the arms down onto the knees. Come back to your breath. Just notice your breath as it is. Allow the energy that you just cultivated to circulate. All right, go ahead and start coming up to standing. All right, standing with the feet pretty close together, about hips distance or a little bit closer than that. Really press into all four parts of your feet. Close your eyes and really feel yourself pressing into your big toe, into the pinky side, into the heel. Bring your palms together and lift the arms straight up over the head, arms by the ears. We're gonna start to lean ourselves back, lifting and raising the heart up towards the sky. We're gonna hold ourselves there. So start to lift your chest up, coming into a slight backward bend, lifting the heart. And now start a breath of fire here. Now, if you feel dizzy at all, I want you to come out of this immediately. Otherwise, find that nice big stretch and pump that navel. Another 10 more seconds here. Maybe you lean back a little bit more, lift that chest up a little bit more. Go ahead and take a nice big breath into this stretch. And exhale, start to come forward again. Let your arms come down by the side. Take a few breaths here, just standing in mountain pose, arms by the side, palms facing forward. All right, we're gonna come down onto the back. A few more exercises in this set to really seal it in. So laying on the back, you're gonna stick your arms straight up into the sky and the palms are gonna face each other. So arms are reaching up towards the sky, palms are facing towards each other. We're going to start to move our legs. I'm sorry, we're not gonna move the legs. We're gonna lift your left leg up to 60 degrees. So just like that angle of your arms, you're gonna lift your left leg up to 60 degrees. Now take your right leg and bring the heel just 12 inches from the ground. So it's gonna be lower than your left leg, and try to hold it there. Really have to engage the core here. Squeeze the core. Just hold this and breathe in and out through the nose. Really good, nice angles. The straighter those legs, the more you push through your heels, the easier these are gonna be able to hold up. Engage that core, really squeeze that belly down, feel your base core cooling down. Really good. 15 more seconds here. Breathe through it. Use your breath to help you get through the challenge. You got it. Three, 2, 1. Slowly return those legs down. You can relax the arms down. We'll rest in between. All right, we're going over the other side. So this time, the right leg will come up to 60 degrees and the left leg will come 12 inches from the ground. Lift those arms up, bring the palms towards each other. Right leg comes up 60 degrees from the ground. Left foot, left heel is 12 inches, about a foot from the ground. Last 10 seconds. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Bring both legs down, relax the arms down. Relax on your back for a moment. All right, let's do one more exercise before we come into our relaxation. So bring the knees into the chest. Rock yourself all the way forward into a seated position and then come into a crawling position. Come under your hands and knees. So on your hands and knees, really spread your fingers nice and wide. Really press into the fingers and the finger pads. I want you to tuck your toes behind you and then start to straighten out your legs. We're going to start to come up into triangle pose. Triangle pose is like downward facing dog, but it's a little bit of a shorter stance. So pressing into your hands, lifting the hips up, getting the legs as straight, getting the legs nice and straight. If you need to bend the knees a little bit. You can settle into this a little bit by walking this out, bending one knee and then the other. Eventually start to find stillness. Really feel the chin come in as we have in the other exercises, making sure that the back of the neck is long in Jalandhar Bandh. And here we're going to start a breath pattern. The breath pattern is sipping the breath in 4 times through the nose and 1 time out through the nose. So it's a 4-part inhale, 1 part exhale. So you start to segment your breath, 4 parts in, 1 part out. So start to find your own rhythm with this, 4 parts in, 1 part out. Eyes are looking down towards your navel. Really press into the fingers and the finger pads, get the weight out of the wrists, and stay steady with your breath for this last part of the Kriya. And inhale your hips up a little bit higher, press into those hands. And exhale, return the knees down to the ground, start to make your way all the way down, and flip yourself around to come down onto your back. Setting yourself up for relaxation, letting the arms come by the side, letting your palms face up, closing your eyes and feeling the eyes heavy in your head. If you need a blanket, put a blanket around you, whatever you need to do to really feel comfortable. Knees or heels are close together, feet fall open, palms face up to the sky in a receptive corpse pose. Take a nice deep full breath in and a complete breath out. And you continue to breathe some nice deep breaths. Start to feel into your hands and start to move the fingers. Feel into your feet and start to move the toes. And stretch your arms and stretch your legs. And then bring the knees into the chest and wrap your arms around the knees and squeeze yourself into a tight little ball. And extend the left leg, bring the right knee up and over towards the left side, coming into a twist. Take some nice deep breaths on this side. And come back to center. And we'll switch out the legs. Bring the left knee in, right leg comes long. Guide that left knee up and over your body to the right side, coming into a twist. Left arm reaches out to the side. Head gently turns towards the left. And then come back to center. Bring both knees into the chest. And start to rock yourself up and down the spine until you come up into a comfortable seated position for a meditation. So in this meditation, we are working with very specific points. It's almost like tapping or acupuncture, acupressure. We're working with very specific points on the face as we chant a mantra. So the mantra is Sa Ta Nama. Sa meaning infinity, Ta meaning life, Na meaning death, and Ma meaning rebirth. So we're going to take ourselves through those cycles. Sa Ta Nama, chanting out loud. As we chant, we're going to hold with our right hand, holding the thumb holds down all of the fingers except for the index finger. Index fingers should be extended. We're going to press first just on the lower lip. So pressing on the lower lip, that's our Sa. On Ta, we're going to touch the tip of the nose. Na, we come to the side of the eye, just to the side of the eye. You can start on the right side. And then Ma, you come and you press at the third eye. So at the point in between the two eyebrows, just a little bit up from the root of your nose. So it's Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And then we go to the other side. So it's lip, tip of the nose, side of the eye, third eye. Bottom lip, tip of the nose, other side of the eye, third eye. Okay, so that's the places we're going to press on the face. The left hand comes right onto the heart center and the fingers point over towards the right. Okay, so find a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall. Our eyes are going to be closed during this practice. We're going to chant along. You're going to chant with me and use the finger to press at these points on the face. Okay, so close the eyes. Take a deep breath in. Sa Ta Nama. 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 Sa Ta Satanama, 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 Satanama. Inhale. Through the nose, exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a complete breath out. We'll take one more breath in. Full, deep, complete breath in. And exhale it out. You can let both hands relax down. Keep the eyes closed and just relax for a few breaths. Let's lift the hands into prayer pose. The elbows come out to the side. Closing our time together with a long sad and a short nam. Take a deep breath in. Sat Nam. Lifting the thumbs up to the third eye and remembering that important moment when you first wake up. Make a decision now how you'd like to start your day, each day, and make it a routine. Commit yourself to that and bow to that. Somehow. Alrighty. Hope you feel good. That relaxed me.